Live from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. This is your motivational, sensational, inspirational, educational, aspirational, international, keenly awaited, daily created, highly anticipated edition of the Afternoon Swing Trading Floor with your humble host, Jerremy Newsome, with another daily dose of mentally delicious brain food, reminding each of you to love life, live life, and trade it. What is going on, team? Party and friends, how are you all doing? You guys doing great? What a brilliant day out there today. We finally got a day. We got a day, delicious day. I did get stopped out of EverQuote, but I don't care because a lot of other things are up. So it's good. Albert says, nice beard. Thanks, Broski. Much appreciated, man. Jay says, that's what a green candle looks like. Dude, I know. I looked through my portfolio and I actually saw the most weird color today. I don't know what color it is. I mean, maybe you guys can help me out with that, but geez. My boy Marty says he got 6.2 R's today. Best day trading so far. Thank you. Awesome, awesome stuff. Real life trading host says crazy update for a change. Yes, yes, yes. Paul says, reminds me of the episode of The Family Guy where Peter Griffin had a bird living in his beard. That is a true story. I have a pigeon, three pigeons in this face nest. Love it. All right, team. Well, I do travel internationally tomorrow. Now, that does not mean that the market has to tank. It does mean, however, that I will have some orders set up to short some shares on things just in case, right? So that would be like if the SPY drops below here, I'll short a few shares just to have some short exposure, right? Just in case. The Dow Jones, I'll short it up here when the gap fills, the Qs. I don't really see any real reason to short it right now. So I guess I'll short it up at 342. So I am waiting. I am being patient. Again, if I'm going to play anything, it's going to be shares short rather than puts. I don't think the market's going to drop that hard. I don't want a lot of puts to expire worthless. I'm still doing my best to do both bull and bear trades. So as long as you guys have a good blend, I have a lot of things to talk about. I did deploy some capital yesterday and the day before. So I am about 50% into the market at this point. I will absolutely have, again, some blends of shorts and longs. And if we start making new all-time highs, again, I'll be locking in some profits. There's all kinds of things to talk about. There's all kinds of great stuff to cover. And I am thrilled and honored to be here. Man, I'm jacked up. So amped. Here's the IWM. Look at this Russell 2000 bull candle. Look at this. Look at this. That's nice. All right. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, throw them in the chat pane. I am here for you. Otherwise, type a 2 into that chat pane if you're fired up, amped up, and ready to rock and roll. Uh-oh, there's all the 2s. Here we come to save the day. All right. Hayward, HAYW. Let's see if we can get a pullback here. Again, this is one that we attempted to buy the dip on back over here. We missed it by 8 cents, in case you're wondering. So buy the pullback on HAYW if you're playing it. I mean, that's really all I got. Stop loss would probably be somewhere over here. It is a really nice trend, though. It looks pretty. So yeah, buy the pullback if you're looking at playing it. That's really it. FUTU. And I just had a random thought in my head, so I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it. Did you guys notice that with this watch list here, we've become faster and more efficient as an afternoon room? Have you guys noticed that? Here's what's really cool. The smallest tweaks can have the most radical impacts in your life, because for 4 years, I did the afternoon room the exact same way. The exact same way. And I had like a bunch of other people start doing the afternoon room. And obviously I watched the afternoon room when other people do it. So Robert Falco and Tony and Matt, and everyone had like a different methodology. And I was like, shoot. Right. And so I was like, man, let me make this small change right now. And I made that small change. And guys, true story, I have saved at least an hour a month on that change. Now, that might not be a lot to you guys, but to me, that's almost an eternity. An extra hour a month is you know what you can do in an hour a month? A whole hour. We have just nothing else to do. A lot. The answer is a lot. You could write a book. Okay. You can sleep, you can take a nap, you can hang out with your friends, you can meditate. There's all kinds of things you can do. You can just sit down and write an award-winning masterpiece, or at least 8% of it. So thank you guys for allowing me to be more efficient. I appreciate it. FUTU. So this is the stock that cusses at you every time you type in the ticker. And FUTU does look intriguing and slightly appealing. You do have amazing hammer. This is one that we actually did write up in late last year when the getting was good. So it looks like a flag pattern. I personally don't believe stocks are going to do this, although they could, and could to come back full circle, because some of you are realizing that I'm a little bit more bullish than I was 2 weeks ago. And I realize that, and that's because I'm very quick at changing my direction. But what else happened 2 weeks ago? The thing I've been waiting for, the thing a lot of us have been waiting for, at least here in the US, we did have a pullback, a very small pullback, but what's the bigger one? There's one bigger one that's historically and seasonally more important. Reopening. The masks are off. I'm going into my barbershop, sitting down in my chair, not having to wear a mask. Everyone is open for business. That is a bullish thing. Now, without going too much into depth about the 1900s and like the pandemic that happened before the Great Depression, okay? I have said to many people before, I do think we're in the roaring 20s. I think there's a lot of parallels to it. It feels great. Masks are off. I'm fired up. So yes, I am a little bit more bullish. I did deploy a lot more bullish capital into the markets recently, and I don't expect us to do this. I do expect that we'll still have some chop between the summertime and the living easy. But if we do start hanging out and doing our thing, then we'll, just be patient. Bull put spreads, bear call spreads, cool. Put sales, cool. Iron condors, cool. Shares, cool. I'm not doing tons of call options. I'm mostly doing shares, covered calls, that kind of thing. Okay. So FUTU looks good by the pullback, 129.84. All right. This is about to be a new official swing trade on Uptown Funk You Up. Uptown Funk You Up. Yeah. Uptown FinTech Holdings. Uptown FinTech Holdings Limited. This was a beautiful, beautiful breakout. I actually did a few wave counts on this one. We could still be in the B wave. That's perfectly normal. We could still have a C pullback of some kind, and then we can still just kind of rotate in from here. But this is a beautiful, beautiful gap squadron. This is very nice. So I want you all to understand, if this continues, it does not have to pull back that far. This one can keep going. It absolutely can. So I will set this up as an official trade to try to buy a dip and have an order in here just in case it does something fun. Something like that. We'll come back into the hourly chart. Yeah. But we might not get that. Please note, with this volume and that gap, it does not have to retest. It can just keep on going tomorrow. It can just keep on going. You had an inside candle for like 2 hours today that just kind of broke out. So if you're looking at day trading it or something, I'm going to do my best because I am going to be flying tomorrow. So I got to set everything up ahead of time, which I'll be doing tonight. Probably some obnoxious time, like 4 in the morning or something. My flight leaves at 5, so I'm gonna wake up like 3. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Let's be real. Okay, official swing trades. New official swing trade on TIGR. Pulling an all-nighter. That's it. I mean, why sleep when you have to wake up at 3? Might as well just sleep on the plane. Hopefully I don't get any snakes on the plane. That was a bad joke. That wasn't good. Pretends. I did not say that. Anyone who's editing this, just go ahead and take that out the edits. 2065. Don't worry, no one edits these. 1820. I can trade futures. Oh yeah, man. I trade futures very frequently. shares. I think this is a great trade based on a perfect gap and go. Open goes not triggered yet, and that's pretty much it. All right, that's TIGR. Beautiful. Okay, NSTG, nanostring. So nanostring inside day candle battling the 10 EMA. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I have no position on this one at all. But if it breaks above that, if it starts moving a little bit higher, if it gets a little bit of bullish signals, I'd be kind of excited about it. As of right now, I'm waiting. I'm being patient. I don't see anything that I love. I think that's it, guys. Momo's bearish. Yeah, it would be. Look at this double top. Is ridiculous. Oh, what a market. I mean, it would just be, why not? Why not just do this? You know, why not? Again, this still makes sense to me. That pattern would, there's going to come a point where I'm going to literally go, I have no idea what's going to happen. And it probably is going to be in like July or August. And I'm just going to be like, no clue. No clue. I'm going to have all kinds of orders. I'm going to have puts. I'm going to have calls. I have shares long, shorts long. I have entries short. I'll have entries long. I have all kinds of things. Or it might not do anything. I don't know. We'll have to see when that is. But this kind of does feel like so much like other companies. I really don't know. No idea. All right, DICOM. This was very, very close to being the weekly options newsletter for today. And it was between this or DraftKings. So the order that I was going to buy it off of was the 200 simple moving average. Who would like to guess why I didn't choose this one for the weekly options newsletter? You want to guess? It's a really easy answer. It's not hard, especially if you trade options. You know about this. Volume was god awful, horrible. Man, the bid-ask spreads were terrible. Open interest was bad. Volume was just wretched. Did not make for a good options trade. But I really wanted to. I wanted to buy it right off the 200 simple on a weekly chart. The reason I found this one was because of the daily, right? Really nice, huge gap down. So yesterday in the day trading room, I was just going through the biggest losers. This one was top of the list, you know? So I don't know. There you go. DICOM Industries, big gap down, weekly chart into the 200, monthly chart did its thing. This looks buyable. I mean, for anyone who's interested, just mainly off the 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. You might get another shot at it. Yeah. You might get another shot at that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we'll get another shot. I mean, this could be an ABC wave, but I don't think this is a wave 5 unless you do wave 5 A, B, C. I don't know. Buy it lower if you can. All right, CRCT, Circuit Incorporated. Now, this one is in a bullish trend. Random IPO, slowly in a nice little uptrend, does not have to pull back this far, probably won't. Here's the Momo on this one. Again, I love looking for stocks that are just in nice uptrends. This one went Momo long right after earnings on May 14th on the hourly. The 78-minute went Momo long, and the daily chart, it went Momo long not too long after that. So trends great, charts great. I would love to already be in this. I'm not. Just looking. I mean, this candle would have been my dip. Yeah, look at that. Look at this old resistance right here. Look at this close. How would you not get in right there? Old resistance, new support. You would, right? 26.55. Oh no. Oh no. I'm glad I did not set this up. You guys are very thankful. I would have one less computer in my house. That is Newsome right there. Classic. 10 penny Newsome for the win. Jeez. What a loser. Anyway, I like the trend a lot, team. Probably buy a little bit bigger of a pullback, but trend's great. Figs is not out yet, so I guess that'll come later. Take Two Interactive. I wanted to give this one a little bit more time. The reason I wanted to give it a little bit more time is just because the moving averages were pretty far away, right? So if I take an aggressive breakout, it's generally because you have a recent gap or you're close to the moving averages. Here is the 78-minute chart. Yeah, I want to buy this one a little bit lower. If I go back to the daily and put the long-term moving averages on, yeah. Again, if it can get a good gap up or a good hold, I do like the candle. Today technically is a new white soldier. I would just be more inclined to wait a day or two. Let it trade sideways a little bit longer and then try to buy some type of dip. So yeah, I'm sure you guys will be looking at this and keeping an eye on this one. Yates will be in the afternoon room a lot in my absence. So will Matt DeLong. I'm sure Robert Falco will take a shift or two, maybe even Tony. But Yates will be here getting all yoked up on the charts. Mr. Biceps himself. Leonardo DiCaprio. Paul says, I worked out once, still sore. Nice. Nice. Okay, Snapchat. Snappity snap snap. I really do like a pullback on this one. Today is a new white soldier. I won't be able to make this one official because I won't be able to watch it. But let's see. Here's the hourly chart. Hourly chart. All right. So I'd like a break above here and a pullback. Something like that. Yeah. Again, this one's nice. Today's a new white soldier. What we got to kind of keep an eye out on is Snapchat never made a lower low. This one made a higher low. Type in a 4 if you think that is relative strength. I expect a lot of 4s, by the way. Yes. Okay. So higher low. Is that my boy Brandon Blevins? Double B's in the building. So that's a big deal. It looks a little bit like Upwork, not quite the same, but even stronger realistically. So yeah, team, keep your eyes on Snapchat. I don't have any position in it right now. I probably won't unless we get a little bit bigger of a pullback, but it does have some really, really good strength. Yeah. Justin says, I bought a put on it today, expecting it to bounce back down to 51.50. Oh man, it could 51.50. It could. I get it. I can see it. I mean, you got this like a resistance here, support here. It's in a triangle. So are you telling me, Justin, that you are buying puts at a resistance, expecting a stock to potentially roll down, and if it doesn't work, you're going to lose small on it? What? What? Justin says it worked writing it off of support. My man. Go get it, boss. Go get it. UAVS, Aerospace and Defense, Electric Technology. You see the technology behind this company. Weekly chart. Ooh. Weekly moving averages are about to cross. That's fun. Monthly charts are still acting as a little bit of resistance, though. It's not terrible. I'd keep waiting on this one. If you're looking at playing UAVS, let it close above the 200 and then try to do a limit buy off the 200. Yeah, that's what I got on that one. CPE, Cologne Petroleum. Most likely not how it's pronounced. So CPE is consolidating. This one would be a nice one to have some type of like limit buy, or maybe like a random puke order down here at the 100, or maybe this purple line at 27. Here's the weekly chart. Weekly chart looks pretty cool. 200, 100 simple, it's right in between there. And the monthly chart, it's pretty far away. So is it at a support from which it's bounced before? Yes. Is it a little bit of a double bottom on a monthly chart? Yes. Can it pull back? Yes. Should you buy the dip off of that? If it does, should consider it. It's a buy low, sell high. Energy, oil, and gas production company probably won't go away. I don't have any positions in it, but this is definitely a wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, could this be the 5 completion? We have a 5 and we have an ABC. Yep, that's very, very possible. But this is the wave 3. I can tell you that. So whatever other count you want, my guess is I'd be more of a buyer down here if I'm playing it, which I won't. Okay, next, Dash, AKA DoorDash, AKA the company that has to deliver to every single human being on the planet 3 times per day to make their valuation make sense, has a pretty strong gap. Here's the weekly chart. Bullish candle, inside. I mean, so this is, yeah, it's nice. It's a nice bull candle. Look at this hammer on a monthly chart. Now, Yates was talking about that earlier in the day trading room today. Hammers everywhere on a monthly. Hammers all over the place. Hammers galore. Type in a 6 if you know how to play hammers. I like hammers, by the way. I'm a fan. Anyway, today's a new white soldier. I'm not going to play DoorDash. It's probably going to be a while before I play DoorDash, but don't let my weirdness of this overvaluation scare you, right? If it consolidates and then pops out of here and hits the 100, get in. Okay, Dogecoin. So Doge US dollar. Now, here's the thing. Oh man, Ron. Someone turned that into a meme immediately. So Ron said the woof of Wall Street. WOOF. The woof of Wall Street. That's good. That's good. Big fan. Big fan. What exchange? Type in a 1 if you've bought Doge. I just got to ask you a question. That's all. It's not going to be it's a legit question. Okay, Sammy, what exchange did you buy it off of? Oh, you bought it on Robinhood? Good for you. Good for you. Did anyone else buy it off of something other than Robinhood? Webull. Michael bought it on Bittrex. Got it. That's the one to buy it on. Bittrex. Brandon says he bought his in crypto.com. Did you guys do well on this one? Type in what percent you made on your Doge, aka the woof of Wall Street. I didn't do anything on this one, so I made 0%. 0. Because apparently I'm an idiot. We got Sammy made 300%, Brandon 250, Michael 100%, so he's got in way too late. Jay 14%, Joseph 1000%, Tabitha 200%. By the way, Tabitha, did your son buy some Doge? I remember you posted that picture in Slack, and I think it was right around here. The tip was to buy Dogecoin, buy low, sell high. Now, again, team, me and Joseph just had a chat about cryptocurrencies, and I just want to be very, very clear. Type a 7 into the chat pane if you are fully aware that if it has a chart, it has a heart, which means you can trade anything. And with proper second grade risk mitigation, you can be in as heavy or as light as you want. So could I have taken my own advice and opened up a Bittrex account or a Robinhood account and just bought a few tens of thousands of dollars worth of Dogecoin? I could have. Should I have done that? Yes. Yeah, I should have. I didn't because I'm an idiot. You know, I am dumb. Joseph says, to be fair, I mined it and forgot about it. Sammy says, I bought a dog with Doge. Oh, that's amazing. Don and Marty both say camping everything. Exactly, guys, camping everything. So if you're looking at playing Doge, this is the way I would play it. Although, again, I'm going to be on that high horse. I'm just not going to make any money off of Doge, most likely. So there you go. Congrats for everyone who was in it. It's amazing. All right, here's Square. Now, type in a 4 if you're making money on Square. There are a few people who are in on this one. So congrats, Don, Jonathan Wage, Hector, Joseph Musso, Jerremy Newsome, Craig Levine. Oh, Craig Levine got in. So Square is out of support. And this one was a bear trade that we had just in case the markets rolled over. They didn't, in case you're wondering. I thought they would. They looked like they were going to, but they didn't. So got into some puts. We got stopped out, lost an R. This is what good risk mitigation is all about. And then this ginormous one white soldier comes in out of support. Okay. The candle of candles. I mean, if you're trying to go bullish on something and you see that kind of pattern come in, hello. I mean, that would have been such a beautiful, just like beep, 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 like even just for 2 or 3 days, you know, you're up $13 a share. Like if you had bought some calls, again, guys, it doesn't take a lot. It does not take a lot to have some good growth in whatever account you're trying to play. It doesn't take much. You just have to do a lot of waiting. It's a lot of waiting. I'm all for in and out, 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 and then just wait, in and out, in and out, in and out. I think this is an inverted head and shoulders pattern on an hourly chart. So my expectation is we'll probably trade up to 234, come back to retest 208, and then go higher. That would make the most sense to me. On Square, obviously the target is just the previous old resistance. So it depends on your time frame, right? So 276.88, probably a great level down there. All right. Speaking of Tesla. Oh, yes. Get it. Get it. Let's go, Tesla. Let's go. Let's go. First profitable trade on Tesla I've made in 900 years. Slight exaggeration. But when this candle came in, whatever day that was, Monday, we did the afternoon room, type in a 4. If that analysis helped out a little bit, right? Retest and then bounce. It did. I mean, you had to, and I did have to. So I did. I'm in Tesla with all kinds of things. So all those things are long, and I will get out and I will lose ours if we get below 569.29. I will lose, right? I mean, just simply say it won't, if this candle comes in tomorrow, that's going to suck. But I will have a stop loss in place. I will lose money. I will move on. It won't be that big of a deal. Mr. Squiggles on Tesla, probably this. There you go. Feel free to take a screenshot. That's what I think. That's what Mr. Squiggles thinks. Not me, Mr. Squiggs. That would make the most sense. So we trade sideways for, 2-3 weeks, a week or two, and then we have a little bit more of a pop, and then trade sideways for a week or two, and a little bit more of a pop. Type in a 6. That looks a little bit like a wave count to you. Man, I think my mentorship group's starting to get this stuff. Maybe like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC. What? Oh my goodness. All right. So Tesla, I'm in. Hope it goes higher. CHWY, CHWY, the Chewster. Choose Magoos. So love me some CHWY long-term. This weekly chart looks good. It did pull back nicely. Again, it's going to consolidate for a bit. You're down 44%. There's a lot of stocks that pulled back a lot more than that, but CHWY is resting it up. Yeah. This one needs a little bit of a rest. Very, very pretty double bottom down here, waiting for some neckline retests on a pullback. If you're going to be playing CHWY bullish, probably look to buy it around 69, stop at 63, 64, maybe it'll go higher. But it is a double bottom. So there's gonna be a lot to choose from. Oh, fantastic. So good. So good. Great. I love this community. What a great place. MODN, Model N Incorporated. Modeling. I'm modeling. What up? I'm modeling. Oh, look at that 100 on the weekly. Uh-oh, that's pretty. Don't have any positions in this one and probably won't, but that weekly chart is blissful. That daily chart is a hammer from the heavens. Some of you must be in this one, I'm sure. I'm sure some of you somewhere are in that bad boy. Does that add good risk reward up until there? Yep, cool. Let's make it official. MODN. Got stopped out of EverQuote. Let's get into some more. EverQuote short didn't work, so no big deal. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? New official swing trade. $34.23, $31.83. I think it's good based on a hammer. Open because not triggered yet. Okay. Got it. Pins for the wins, bro. For you, Hector? Anything. All right. ABX, Barracks Gold. I'll look at it on both the TSX and the US market. I still want a little bit of a pullback on gold, but I mean, you can't be bearish on it down here. I don't think. Yeah, there's no way. Can't be bearish. Doesn't mean you have to be in, right? I'm not in on ABX, but I just don't think you can be bearish on it. You're probably buying small dips and slowly accumulating. It's a very, very nice consolidation. Hector says he has leaps and a collar on it. Nice. Nice. Something like that would be muy delicioso. All right, let me put that on the list when I ever come. When do I come back? Monday of 2 weeks from now in the afternoon room. I want to know where the gold's at. Show me the gold. Hey, man, looks like a leprechaun to me. All right, there we go. REGI. Zach says so many neat looking trades. Bro, mad neat. Mad neat. By the way, I'm sure you all know, I mean, there's no way I'm the only person over here getting that moon phase action in today. Full moon status. Moon. So that's why I got getting some buying. Full moon action. Buy low, sell high. So renewable energy. Here is the weekly chart. Weekly chart looks good. Had a very, very nice pullback. Now the consolidation begins. Again, team, I'm very glad that we stabilized. And I want to take a quick moment to pause because there are a lot of you here, but there were a lot less of you than there were in February. So for those of you who are sticking around, thank you. We all know the market's going to be weird and mean sometimes, but if you love the markets, if you love trading, you've got to battle through it. One thing I want everyone to be very clear on, if we do this essentially until like November, December, and then we do this again late in the year, early in next year, we're going to make a lot of money. We're going to make a lot of money, guys. So if the market is mean, that's fine. Go make money other ways, right? Go make money other ways. If you're negative, it's going to happen, especially if you're new. If you're brand new and you're even remotely in the game, you're doing incredible. Incredible. Trading is the hardest game on planet Earth. So I'll say that again. It's the hardest game that you can trade, that you can do. How do I know it's hard? Because it has the highest pay rate. Has the highest pay rate. Okay. Hector says, if you haven't wiped out the account, you're winning. That's a true story, guys. True story. So stick with us, right? There's gonna be times where it's gonna be great. There's gonna be times where it's not so great. It depends on what you're doing and how you're doing it. But buy low, sell high. Sounds crazy, but it really, in general, is that easy most of the time. Okay, cool. Anyway, renewable energy. I really do want to chop around and consolidate a little bit longer and chill out here, but it looks good. Just tiptoe in if you're doing anything, just tiny accumulations. Peabody Energy getting absolutely shattered by that 100 simple, but that is an inverted head and shoulders pattern on a weekly chart. Wow. So Peabody went bankrupt, came back on the market, and then got absolutely just brutally beat up again. I remember trading Peabody Energy in like 2014. Oh, they didn't make it. They had to restructure. From the abyss, we shall rise. It's a great inverted head and shoulders pattern. Yeah. Let's keep an eye on this one. If you requested it, we need to get above that 200, sorry, that 100, and we need to retest like 495. But if we can do that, we can compress out of here. She's gone. American Express, American Express, AXP. I don't know what to say on this one. I mean, it's American Express. What do you guys think it's going to do? Masks are off. Everyone's traveling. Everyone's spending. Weekly chart, good. Daily chart, good. Trend is strong. Next, I think one of the next market rotations are going to be finance. So some finance needs to have a little bit of market rotation out there. Because if the whole market rotates, by the way, that's when you have like a really, really big pullback. Or that's when you get like a 2008 or whatever, when the whole market has a rotation. But when you get individual sectors that rotate, so like we had EV, we had SPACs, you had telemedicine, and then you had tech, and then you had growth. All of those kind of sold off. But I mean, Home Depot, Lowe's, financials, American Express, just crushing it. So there's a lot of that applications. And so I think the next one probably could be finance and something like that. It won't be travel. We can talk, we know that for sure. And it doesn't have to be finance, but it could be. So anyway, if you're looking at buying a dip, that makes the most sense. Hector says, my American Express entries at 130 are going to fill. Could happen. My girl Dawn says, does Square count as finance? No. It's a good question. I'm going to say no. I'm going to go with no. All right. I do have some positions in Trade Desk. I did get in today. I love that close. I love the hammer. I love the breakout. Love, 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 love. And a split is coming up. I'm going to be buying this into the split. I'm going to buy more on a pullback. So I'm going to increase some of my limits that did not fill in the last 2-3 days. I'm going to buy a little bit more on this pullback. But Trade Desk, in it to win it. I want to hold some going into that split up until the split. And then after the split, guys, this is doing a 10 for 1. That's going to make this so fun to trade. 10 for 1. It's going to be $50 a share, $6 a share. I mean, think about it. If you buy some shares now, like 10 shares or whatever, you'll get 100 shares. Buy 100, you get 1,000. So liquid, shares everywhere. Yep. Sam says you're going to get out before the split goes into effect. It depends on how many shares I get. If I end up buying more than a few hundred, probably I'll get out of most of them. I'll just carry 100 into it. If I can tiptoe enough and get filled on a few and it runs up into here to 700 and I can make $120 a share, then I'll sell most. Yeah, I'll probably sell most. But yeah, man, you'll be able to get a covered call on this one with 100 shares. Splits. When is Trade Desk splitting? June 16th. Wow, TradingView is correct. What? And guys, we close above that bear volume. Big deal. Get big. NVIDIA, is pancake flat on earnings. Oh yeah, option buyers getting hosed. Nice. So I actually do have an option buy on this one, although I got into a bull call spread. So I bought this call and sold this call for August. What I'm going to do tomorrow is buy my call back, take the money that I made from the sold call and just reinvest it back into more calls again. Mike says, did they confirm a split on NVIDIA? They did. It's in. It's happening. It's a 4 for 1. 4 for 1. So I'm going to be in long up into the split. I think it's a great thing that NVIDIA is splitting. I like it. Yep, I like it. I'm a fan. I really am. So here's the weekly chart, decent looking trend. My boy Edward, what's up, Lynn? The Lynn Meister says, do you think it fills the gap before going up more into the split? It should, but if it doesn't, it'll definitely fill it after the gap, after the split, I meant to say. It should. So I do have some orders to buy some shares down there. I will try to get maybe 100 or 200 shares of NVIDIA. And if I can buy those low enough, I'll hold them into the split. So again, guys, it's very, very simple for me. I'm a simple Sally. If NVIDIA pulls back pre-split and I can buy more shares lower, I hold on to them, right? If I can get some shares or whatever on NVIDIA and then we run higher into the split, I can sell before the split with a profit. What do you guys think I'm going to do? I'm going to sell. I love money. So I'm just going to sell and lock in the gains. That's it. That's what I'll do. Edwards, the same with Trade Desk. Same with Trade Desk. Yep. StarBucks, one of Edwards' favorite candle patterns, bear candle gapping up into a bear candle on the SBUX. Cool looking thing. If StarBucks pulls back to 111, that could also be a cool little dip buying opportunity. But if it gaps up again tomorrow, the trend is your friend and the trend is bullish on StarBucks. What a no-brainer purchase on StarBucks at 65. Jeez. I feel like a buffoon for not buying. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, this is the monthly. That's going to take a while. Meow. Look at that panic. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was March. And again, team, for those of you who lost a little bit of money the last 3 months, I don't know what you think March of last year was like, but you better be prepared for some actual dips. You better get, because man, the market does not always go up. Just throwing that out there. So start practicing some choppy markets and man. Anyway. Edward says, from a 1 to 10, how bad was the past dip? 9.3 for a lot of people. Yeah. I can't say for me. I had a party, man. March of last year was one of my best years ever, best months of all time. Oh man, it's tough to say. I thought it was 1987 all over again. I kept saying that the whole time the market was dipping. Guys, it's 1987. It's COVID. That's all I repeat every afternoon room. It was wild. Edward says, you were saying like this wasn't a dip, so I want to see how much more we should be prepared for. Oh, gotcha. I mean, it depends on what stocks you're in, for sure. For sure. It depends. Like Starbucks, you know, this is natural, 7-8%, pretty normal. Pretty normal. But if you're looking at most things, I mean, 10%, 15% is quite expected for me on the broader markets. Yeah. This year would be great for that to happen. Like a broader market, SPY, 10% pullback. BILI team, you should watch really, really closely. I won't be able to set this one up officially because it's going to be a little bit too spready and a little bit too fast. But I love this compression pattern right here. It's very, very nice. An open and a hold, probably on an hourly chart. This thing could easily run up to the 100. Just really like that compression. So a nice gap, a good close, some type of decent open, like an open tomorrow above 105 would be amazing. So we'll see. I like the compression. It's a nice pennant pattern, stair step thing. And BILI holding well. This one also had a pretty dramatic pullback, but if you're looking at it in the scheme of things, 44% pullback, but that looks like it's going to go higher to me. Looks like the previous consolidation, says Albert. It does. A little bit. It looks a little bit like that. This one's a little steeper, which is healthy, which is good. Nice hammer on a weekly on BILI. I'm a fan. I'm interested to see what happens. So there is BILI. Airbnb, pancake flat. Pancakeville. Nothing to see here on Airbnb. Really, really sideways. It could pop in either direction. Let me text my boy Chris. Did you sell that put on Airbnb? Okay. Any questions on this one, guys? And a lot of you guys have some shares of Airbnb. Mike says it's come down to 85. Mike says, I honestly will eat an onion if I get filled at 85. I mean, wouldn't that be cool? I think that'd be super fun. But yeah, if you want to buy some, this is where I would. Absolutely, for sure. This is it. So buy low, sell high, accumulate. Don't aggressively be in Airbnb. Right? Market cap is huge. It will go higher over time, but that time could be 2-3 years. Sammy says he's going to sell a $100 put. Yeah, I like the $100 put idea. I think that's a swell idea. Boeing, Dan Jansen's favorite stock in the world. Inside candle after 5 white candles in a row. It could gap up and run. It could pull back into the 100. I got a gnarly iron condor on this one. Still loving it. One of my favorite iron condors I've done all year. So that'll expire in June. I can already buy it back for almost 70%. So yeah, really, really nice inside candle. I like the consolidation. I'm intrigued by what it does. It can dip into the 100. Obviously, you would buy it down there. If you're not in a trade, you could consider an iron condor. You know, again, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. The premium presently probably won't be awesome. Yes, I don't think anyone's going to hop in at this exact moment, but let me go see what kind of, if we got a Bollinger Band, what's the Bollinger Band's doing? Daily, nothing. Weekly, nothing. Okay. All right, Squadron, Upwork. Oh, yeah. Give it up. I did the ball. Upwork. Look at that 100 simple acting as a nice resistance. What a beast. All right. So I bought back I sold my long puts. I still am in this covered call with shares with long calls. I have some exposure in Upwork for sure. So again, at some point last year when the stock pulled back, I told you guys I was going to eventually have $1 million of purchases into this one. And I think right now I'm at about 250,000. So if we pull back into here, I'll start adding more to it, but I'm in. I like it. I'm a fan. Takes some time to build it up, guys. It takes time. But again, you do enough research. I use the company all the time. I love it. I know exactly how they make money. I'm a fan. And if I get called away at 50, that'll be a huge win, right? Buying a bunch down here, selling a covered call up here for $1. Cool. GameStop. Look at this thing. Oh my goodness. Good job for anyone who played that breakout. Well done. Well done. I don't know why I didn't see that or how I didn't catch that, but geez, Louise and Christmas trees. I messed that up. I mean, look at that. Type in a 9. Type in a 9 if that's Ferdinand's favorite chart pattern. Ferdinand. The pigeon. I mean, look at that breakout. It's so good. Just had that nice compression. Like if you got in here, you could have bought, I don't know, 5 shares. But I'm not in. I'm not in it. Edward says it's GameStop. I'm not going to touch it. I am so surprised that they are still holding up as well as it is. Insane, but hey, good for them. Good for them. Could it go back up to 400? It could. That's a great question. Jonathan says they're doing something with NFTs now. Of course they are. Why would they not? Makes perfect sense. Okay, Overstock. I asked Dan Jansen what was one of his favorite stocks long term, and he threw this one out at me. Overstock.com. Weekly chart. I mean, moving averages look good on all time frames. Monthly chart. Ooh. Look at this inside monthly hammer retesting previous bubble resistances. Daily chart. Yeah, nice one white. That is pretty. That is very pretty. I do it and it looks just fine. How did our accounts get so red? And what the hell is on Jeremy's head? Something right about there. Okay, Jace is buying furniture with crypto. Yes. Buying it with crypto. Absolutely. All right, we'll see if we get a little bit of a pullback. We'll see what happens. Dan says he liked it. It looks good. Moving averages are starting to curve up. If you're looking at playing it, that could be a possibility, and I'll put that on the list when I get back on next Monday. Okay, today is back over to Wednesday. BIDU. Oh, man. Whatever you do, do not take this trade I'm about to set up on BIDU. You will lose money. But I love losing money. I'm just a big fan of just lighting money on fire. look at that compression. Wow. Mike says, if it gets going, it can run. It can. Yeah, definitely do not set this trade up, but I'm going to. All right. BIDU looks good. FUV. All right. So FUV trade down to our final support level. I did close out some long puts there. And I really like the volume. Arcimoto with a double bottom. Here's the very good news. Okay. Real pretty candle. This is the spot that it needed to bounce, and it did. It did. So it means that it's actually still a company, which is good news for now. It's still a company for now. Buy low, sell high, right, Craig? Buy low, sell high, down 70, 78%. So you sell up here around 28, which is where I sold, locking some gains, and that, pulls back some. So daily chart, nice double bottom. You can be a little bit conservative with this one. I mean, I think best case, it does this. Like that's probably best case scenario from what I would imagine. Maybe they came out with news they actually produce vehicles today that people can buy with the currency. I don't know. But I do like the double bottom. I like the candles. I like the location. Craig says no new news. Too bad. Look at this, Edward. Look at this stock that finally made a bullish move. Yeah. EXPI. All right, so let's add to some shares. If we pull back to here, it's a legit company. They actually do things. I think at least they had a huge pullback. It's going to consolidate, team. It's going to consolidate. Again, it's not going to, I don't think it just does this. It could. I really would imagine it does more like that. So again, this would be like an accumulation tactic. Maybe buy some shares, tiptoe in. But keep in mind, it had a beautiful pennant pattern. It broke out of that pennant pattern today. And yes, this thing could hit the 50 EMA with ease. Easily could hit the 50 EMA in the next 2-3 days. So watch it. This is not too overbought. It broke out today. So I got some orders to buy some pullbacks. If it just crushes through higher, get in the crush, I guess. CVLT, weekly chart, strong. Buy the pullback at 72 if you're looking at playing it. Good volume, good breakout, good charge, good candles look nice. DocuSign has earnings in a few days. Right now it's chilling. It did have a decent bullish gap up today. It could continue higher. Watch it again tomorrow. I do know I'm traveling, but again, the market does not have to sell off tomorrow just because I'm traveling. In fact, it would make more sense for the market to go up a lot when I'm traveling tomorrow because I like that even more. I love when the market goes up. I love when the market goes down. The market will probably move hugely in the next 3 days, one direction or another, and I won't be able to participate very much because I'll be traveling. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's just like, maybe it's next week when I fly back into the States next week. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. DocuSign, if it gaps up, if it holds, it kind of breaks out of here. It could run to the 50 a little bit. It's a decent gap. We're still pretty far away from the long terms. It's a perfect head and shoulders pattern. Perfect, but it has not closed below the neckline yet. And last but not least, pins for the wins. A lot of you are in Pinterest. A lot of you are pyramiding into this one off the 200 or around 59.71. If you did that, congratulations. This is a very nice candle pattern. It looks really, really cool. I dig it. And if I were going to play Pinterest with a short-term swing trade or just maybe accumulate some more share arenos, I would kind of do something like that. Bullish 63.65, stop loss 60, 65, and go from there. Hector got into some calls today for a swing trade. Get it, bro Seppi. Get it. Tomorrow is Thursday in the afternoon swing trading room. What would you guys like our amazing, incredible human being that will be moderating tomorrow instead of me? What would you like to look at? AMC, got it. Edward says, thanks, Jay. Safe travel, sir. Bro, I love you so much, man. Cannot wait to give you a hug and hang out with you every second of the day in Lake Tahoe. Allison says, enjoy vacay. Thank you so much. I will do my best. Sammy is definitely coming to Lake Tahoe. Yeah. Sammy's going to sign up in 2 weeks to come to Lake Tahoe. There will be no reason for him not to come to Lake Tahoe. It just wouldn't make any sense. Wouldn't make any sense. He would just have to cancel any trip and just have to cancel Mexico and just go to Lake Tahoe instead. All right, my friends, appreciate you all being here. Love you tons. I will see you later. Love you guys so much. Thank you for enriching lives with me. And remember, love life, and trade it. You guys rock.